Me, how are you? Where are you from? Just tell me something about you, dear.
Yeah, why not? I'm very eager to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Jimmy, and I'm connecting to you, speaking to you, Kolkata, the state of West Bengal. And if you talk about my education, I have done my class 10
Mm-hmm.
for Urdu medium school. And if you talk about my profession, by profession, I'm a hairstylist. I mean, I'm a hairdresser.
Oh,
So mostly I cut women hair. Okay, I cut hair mostly women. So it's been more than 10 to 12 years in this profession. But within a 3 to 4 years, I work as a freelancer. I mean, I provide the service to customer houses. Okay, so it's been
mm-hmm.
4 years to work as a freelancer. And if you talk about my journey, it's been more than 9 months I started my journey. So still my journey is going on. So yeah, that's all about for myself.
Okay, Jimmy, that's great to know about you. By the way, your name is very unique, Jimmy Adams. Can you just tell me the history behind your unique name?
Actually, my name is Zoheb. Okay, so it's very difficult to pronounce the name mostly for the Bengalis. Okay, when I introduce myself, like my name is Zoheb, they cannot talk to my name or they cannot pronounce my name. So that's why I thought I should change my name. Jimmy is very good, or Jimmy is very good for if they call instead of Zoheb. Okay,
Wow. Yes. So you are a professional hairdresser?
correct.
Okay, all
I
right.
am.
So you do run your own saloon, right?
No, I don't have any saloon. Actually, I have a page. I have a page. So where the customer connected to me, and earlier I used to work in a saloon industry where I get the number to the customer. So as I told you, it's been more than 10 years. So I make lot of customer to directly. So I gave my number directly. So they connect to me or they call to me like WhatsApp or Facebook or Insta. So where I provide the services.
So
I
you
don't have any
provide,
salon.
okay, so you provide service at home, right?
Yeah, overall the service provide at home.
Okay, and you monetize your business with the help of some Facebook pages or maybe Instagram pages. So you
Yeah, yeah.
particularly you use social media a lot, right?
You can say that.
Oh, that's so great. I mean, nowadays people want this kind of services. I mean, they don't want to go
Correct.
to saloon because they have to take sometimes transportation and it takes some extra time, efforts and all. And then they have to also wait for some times to, for their number, because there are already
Correct.
some client they have just arrived earlier than you. So service at home, these kind of businesses are growing a lot since COVID-19, isn't it? Wow. So
Yeah, like nowadays the things has been changed. This is the era, a newcomers, you can say that if you talk about 15 to 10 years back, this facilities was not in that particular time. But if you talk about in 2026, or I'm talk about after COVID, the things have been changed. Okay,
yes.
nowadays people get the I mean they are not want to go, they don't have time. Okay, and they get to things very easily, like
Hmm.
social media or any some another application, and the
Hmm.
people are quite busy these days.
Hmm.
And the thing, I mean, this is a very convenient for those people who are quite busy in their day-to-day life.
Yes. For them, it's very convenient to get services like this because they are sitting at the home, they are getting their things and work done at home, and also they are saving a lot of time as well, isn't it? I can see
Correct.
nowadays, in every sector, either it is related to electronics. I mean, if there is, like for me itself, I'm saying this. If there is any electronic fault at my home, either my fan is not working, or maybe there is some problem with my television or my dish TVs, we sit at home, we call from home. They, what we can say, the technician come to the home, he repairs, we pay them, and then he go back to the home. He is also earning, we are also earning. I mean, we are also getting our work done. So it's very nice nowadays that people are providing service at home. Vegetables, I can see vendors, they are selling vegetables home to homes. I can see a lot of, in every sector, I can see people who are reaching to the people, you know to the people who are having these kind of needs. If you are selling them on their home, there is a good chance that your product will sell sooner. Wow. So uh, you're a freelancer, but how did this idea come to your mind that I will create a social media pages and then people will connect me? Because see, it's not very easy. People may say that it's very easy to create a social media account and people will connect you for the services. For that, we know there is, like, we need to make a brand name. We need to make a, upload lot of testimonials that we have given these services to the, a lot of people. So, how did this idea come to your mind that I will create a page and I will do things like this and people will connect me? Because you said your most of the clients are from social media and you go to their home and then you do the hairdressing or whatever related to the women. So, can you just tell me your business idea?
Actually, this idea came from 8 years back, like when I used to work in a salon. Okay. Like when I used to work in a salon or parlor, the client directly say that, do you have any page or do you have any number where I can connect you directly during the services? Okay, it has been happened uh, most of the times. Like customer directly ask, I like your service, and it's very difficult to get your service or any weekdays. Like suppose my day off in Monday to Thursday, or in that time Thursday I'm not available in salon. So it's very difficult to the clients or the customer. So that time, most of the time, the customer asks if your service is commendable. So they ask you, do you have any page or number where I can connect you directly? So that time my brain hit, or I got an idea, like this is a very good way to build a direct connection with the customer. Okay. Then I think, and gradually I work on it. How should I make the page, or how should I connect to the customer, and how should I build to the customer trust is itself, because the customer trusting me to my service, so I also should do something different. So I first, that time, I think 10 to 8 to 7 years back, that time the Facebook was in charm, in peak, I would say. So every person used to use in Facebook. I'm talking about 8 to 9 years back. So I just check, I go for the YouTube and I check what kind of, what kind of facilities, or what kind of idea I should. So then I watch the YouTube, then I create the page, and that's how my journey started 8 to 9
Wow.
years back. And then I also used to work in parlor, and as well as I used to give my number indirectly. Okay,
Mhm.
so gradually I used to do in that time. So I built more than customer to my page, and if I get good money to work home service or provide the service at home, so I do not need to join any parlor.
Okay, so
That's
you
my.
use your own vehicles, right? Suppose a customer is calling you from 20 kilometers away from your home. So you go to
Yeah.
with your vehicles. So do you charge for this also, because you are, you are using fuel, okay, and then you are going with your bike for 20
No,
kilometers. Yeah. So what is
no.
this?
See,
Mhm.
there's a one condition. I'm not. I won't say like condition. I just talk to smartly. Okay. Suppose any customer in 20 to 25 kilometer away. Okay. So that time I say the customer like you should uh, you should take the haircut as well as you should take the treatment. Okay, I mean you have to build a great communication. Okay, because salon line is also a sales line. So suppose if you have a good technique of sales, you can definitely like sells your your business. Okay,
Wow.
so don't say, ma'am, like you live in 20 kilometer away and you have to pay that 150 rupees or 200 rupees extra for petrol because it's too far. No, you said to technically. Okay, or indirectly, directly you have to convince, like, yeah, ma'am, definitely I will come. And I'm thinking, ma'am, if you will take the haircut, so it would be better for your face or I'm giving you the new style for your for the haircut because nowadays in 2026 new style came and that style is on the peak. Most of the celebrity, most of the players are doing this cut, so you have to talk that smartly, okay,
Mhm.
as a
Yeah, a
business
lot of things are
mind.
there in my mind to say. Okay. So yes, I agree with you. I mean, you have really good, and maybe I can say the great communication skill, and especially it's required in sales, because you have to sometime influence customers. I have been I have been like a victim for many a times that the seller has influenced me to buy something even though I do not want to buy. They influenced me in such a way that I couldn't say no. And later I realized, oh, I did a impulsive buying. Even though I do not wanted to buy, I just bought it because the man has influenced me. So this is the technique which works in the sales. But I really, really want to know that you are speaking with such a command that it seems like you have a control on your voice, what to say and how to take control. So how does you develop these kind of communication skill? Secondly, you said you are just 10th pass and you are speaking English like a pro. So how did you learn English, man?
You know what, it just come your experience, like if you are experienced like 8 to 10 years, so you get a lot of things
Oh,
within 10 to 12 years, like how to overcome the fear, how to overcome the challenges, how to deal with the customer, okay, how to treat the customer, how to make the well connection to the customer, okay, how to be a hygienic, how I communicate with the customer. It's matter a lot to any business if you are going to open any business or if you open your startup. It's matter a lot. Like
wow.
the most important, I'd say, the communication and good relation between customer and the partner. That's the
I
most
have,
important. So
when
if
people, yeah, please go ahead.
so the most important, I would say, the communication and the good relation between the customer and the partner. That's the most important.
Wow. So, I mean, you said you learn all these things through your experiences of working 8 to 9 years in the same industries, and I couldn't be more agree with you here, because there is a course called MBA, or maybe you can say business administration, which people do often after 12th. They go when they go in graduation, they do these kind of course. So they teach us how to maintain a relationship between the client. and the customer. So it's very important for the seller to connect with the customer and have a strong relationship, because your
Yeah,
customer is just
a
like,
strong relation is the most important.
yeah, because he is going to pay you again and again in future. It's not just one
Mm.
time. Also at the same time, if he is satisfied with your services, he can recommend so many other peoples out there also. So if you have given them the right service, you know, so they will also promote your business indirectly by their mouth. Oh, I know this person, he has done the work very very well, and I was satisfied. You can go and ask for him. Thirdly, you said very very important thing, that as a worker, no matter what work you do, either you are a hairdresser, either you are a vegetable vendors, whether you are ice cream seller or whosoever you are, you needs to be hygienic, man. You're selling something, and it's always very very important to be very hygienic when you are doing your work. Wear some good dresses. Good dresses does not mean to buy some costly dresses or expensive dresses, just it should be neat and clean. Okay. Thirdly, you said how do you talk to the customer. It's also very very important. I remember one incident I want to share you here, Jimmy. That I went to a doctor, and he was a he was a dental doctor. So when I went there, and he does not listen me properly when I was just sharing my problem with him, so I wasn't satisfied. And even though he has given me some medicine and all and some treatment, I wasn't satisfied. Then I went to the second doctor. The second doctor was not very expensive, not very famous, but he listened me properly. He listened my
Yes,
each and everything. And also, he told me that what is your treatment plan would be look like. I mean, I will do this, and this problem maybe can occur in future. And if you will do this, this problem maybe will solve. So he just listened me properly, and I am telling you this with honestly, that 70% of my problem solved at that time only when I was taking appointment. So it's
correct.
very, very important for the people and for any seller who is selling anything, either the services, either the products, to be a good listener. Okay.
Correct.
So it's very, very important.
True.
And communication skill is toba toba. Communication skills should be always extremely, extremely important, because if your communication skill is strong, you are going to win at every sector of life. If you have a good communication skill, you can have a good business, you can have a good friendship, you can create a good relationship with family, friends, and among the other people outside. Right? You
True.
have a good communication skill today, Jimmy. That is why you have connected to me and sharing me your thoughts, isn't it?
Thank you for encourage me.
Yeah. So you are really very, very, you are a very smart speaker. I noticed you're one of the thing that when I said to you that when customer asking you for 20 kilometers away, then what do you say? You say, I do not say that, ma'am, I'm from 20 kilometer away. You have to give me extra charges. Rather, you told them to take some other services so that you can just manage. So that maybe this time he is giving you less, but next time he will give you more. So it's very, very important to understand. And today I learned this skill from you. Thank you very much for that. How did you learn English? English, how did you learn? Just tell me.
How did I learn English? Oh my God.
Yes.
It's very difficult for me. Like as I told you before, I'm coming from the Urdu medium, and also
Yes.
you from Hindi medium. So you know the feelings of native language.
Of
Okay.
course. Yes.
So for me it was very difficult. But yeah, if you have a burning desire, if
Hmm.
you are a passion, or if you have a passionate about your goal, like really I can achieve. And if you suppose does continuously, like you maintain the consistency, or you talk to every day, like practice is the most important. So earlier it was very difficult because day one, day two, day three, it was very horrible.
Hmm.
It was very horrible, and lot of fear. Okay, when I used to talk, day one, day two, my whole body is screaming.
Yeah.
Okay, so how should I connect? How I would talk to the people? But yeah, if you, as I told you, if you are passionate about your goal, so take action. Okay, because people are in day first or in starting days, initial days, they are very energetic. They used to talk or every day talk to 1 hours, 2 hours, but after 4 to 6 months, they get bored. Like, oh my goodness, that is not my cup of tea. Like, I get bored. I am on the intermediate level, or I am now average level of speaker. Yeah, but you have to think about your struggle days. You have to think about your initial days when you was not could you was not speak properly.
Hmm.
The English, I mean, this communication, you have to maintain the consistency. Like, it's not a, it's not a end of the. I mean, you have to maintain the consistency, and most of the people, like, say, within 3 years or 1 year or 6 months, you can be you can get the fluency or you can be master. So it's a lifelong journey, I would say.
Wow.
And if you have a passion, you have dedication, or you have a, goal, without say excuses, you have to take the action. That's my formula, which I implement in every day. Yeah,
Wow.
problems will come, but challenges will come every day, bro.
Mm,
I mean,
yes.
it's a part of the life, so you have to overcome the challenges and problems. That's my
Yes.
principle, which I implement in or impose in every day.
Mhm. Yes, true. I mean, discipline in any field is very important. You have to build consistency to learn something. And as you said, initial days always feel like boring and monotonous because improvement sees later. When you join a gym for 20 days or maybe for 1 month, you can't see improvement. And you must be thinking, oh, why I'm not improving? But when it becomes 2 months, then you can see your result. So it's very very important to have patience in initial days of anything. So I learned somewhere that it's related to habits. So if you want to develop a new habit in you, you have to follow it for 21 days. So if you're following something continuously for 21 days, that habit will inculcated in you. Suppose you want to step into reading a lot. So if you are reading for 21 days, this habit will be inculcated in you and you will be able to be a good reader. I mean, that habit will instilled in you. So this is very important for people to understand that initial days will always feel like boring and stagnant and you won't feel like doing something. But the moment you build consistency for a longer period of time, you become the pro version of yourself. Okay, let me give you another example, Jimmy. Maybe you can connect with me. So you know what happens when we go to gym. Have you ever went to gym? Have you ever go to gym?
Have you ever what?
Have you ever gone to gym? Gym.
Gym?
Yes.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm not a gymholic person, but yeah, I will start. I'm thinking about, because when you go to gym, or when I mean, when you start like exercise or any physical activity, you become a more energetic, or you are feel very comfortable, and the whole day you live very peacefully and very, I would
Yes.
say, pleasant.
Yes.
Okay, so I will
Yeah. So
start not now. Next month, I'm thinking about, after this month, I will start.
yes. So I was saying that if you're doing exercise for 1 day, so you feel so good. Okay, oh, I did a exercise today. Suppose you are doing it for 100 days. You are going to
Yeah,
feel
true.
a lot of energy. You are going to feel the full of beans. So suppose you are speaking, suppose you are learning English because my most of the viewers are English learner. So suppose you are speaking English today. So you might sound not good, but suppose you are doing it for 100 days. In 100
Mhm.
days, even every day you are learning a single vocabulary and eradicating one. grammatical mistakes from your speaking. In 100 days, you will become master. It is as simple as that. But most of the people is stuck
True.
into this loop that when they start with a lot of energy, but after 5 days or 6 days, they lose the hope. And this is the point where you should not break your consistency. This is the building time. So if you
Mm.
have crossed this path of initial phase, you are going to be unbreakable and you are going to master anything. This is what I believe, and my principle is.
Thank you. Thank you for encouraging me.
Yeah. So thank you, Jimmy. I think we have already, connected for more than 30 minutes. So it was really, really a nice session. And share me
Thank you.
your experience, then we will wind up our session here.
So I will ask you one question. Like as I told you, I start my journey in 9 months. So just end of the call, when you stop your recording, you please give me a feedback. So how is my how is my level and how is my communication and where should I focus? I guess I should focus to pronunciation and vocab because while communication, the my mind goes blank. So this filler I have to fulfill. And the second thing I will ask you, like I saw your video before 15 minutes later, like when you send the link, the lady who was from Assam.
Yes.
So I saw you, question rapid fire.
Yeah.
And during the 24 to 30 minutes, you speak very, confident and the way you speak, I would say, excellent. So when you started your journey, like,
Okay.
because you are going very flow, like Virat.
Okay, thank you so much for your kind compliment, Jimmy. So, first question you asked me that what do you think about my improvement areas? So, Jimmy, first I need to tell you the good things in you, which I notice. Most of the good speaker they often lack while speaking is pauses. They always speak in a hurry, and they do some mistake. They mess up the things because they started using gap fillers like ifs, but, okay, yeah. So these kind of fillers, and you do not use gap fillers, and this is the most important thing. Secondly, when you speak, you have the control of your thoughts. You seems like you are structuring every sentence, so it's the very, very nice thing. And I think you know about yourself better than me because you already told that you think you need to improve your pronunciation, which is the right thing. You need to work on your pronunciation. Secondly, you need to enhance your vocabulary. Your vocabulary is decent, but if you want to sound more confident and if you want to sound more like what we can say, more like a native, you need to alternate your vocabulary. Try to use synonyms of the vocabulary. You already know words, try to just replace the word. That is more than enough. Okay, now when it comes to my journey of learning speaking English, it has been 1.5 years since I started my YouTube channel, and before that I didn't speak anyone in English. I was completely from a Hindi medium background where I didn't get environment to speak in English. My whole vicinity was full of Hindi people. Even though in school people were not speaking in English, and it was a Hindi medium school. So before 1 year down the line, I saw a YouTube video where two people are conversing with each other in English. I saw that video, and then I thought maybe if I will do also like this, I will improve. So I create a YouTube channel and I started connecting with a lot of learners, a lot of YouTubers. I started mailing them, "Ki, dear sir, dear ma'am, I want to connect with you and I want to talk to you in English." So I started connecting with them, and then I talked with more than 50 people initially in a very consistency manner. Then what happened, I couldn't believe in myself that I become confident because those videos talking to the people have given me the confidence to face camera. I started eradicating my uh, hesitation. I started eradicating my problem of using a lot of gap fillers. So I started working on myself because when you record yourself you can see your mistakes, and according to that you can work on that, isn't it? So it's been just 1.5 year, and the rest is history. You can see over my YouTube. Yeah,
Okay, then I think we should wrap up the session
yeah,
because it's already
yeah,
okay, 30
yeah.
to
Okay,
40.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, Jimmy.
So
Thank
I
you
would
so
say
much
it
for
was
connecting.
the lovely,
Yeah.
it was a lovely and fruitful communication with you. Hope so. We will
Yeah.
meet you again. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Take
Sure.
care.
Sure, Jimmy. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Thank you.